Only be justice if we mispronounced Carey's name, eh?
Yeah.
But it's kind of a hard one to mispronounce.
Carey.
Casey Carey at the plate. 1-2 the count. In the dirt, pass ball. Runner will advance to second. Xander
Makes a
motoring
big
into
turn.
second. As you hear Dave Sable right below us retrieving the ball. I think that might be a wild pitch.
Yes, that was scored a wild pitch.
2-2. Sable did a good effort to try to block it, unable to come up with it. So the leadoff man is now on second. Of course, Moline had their leadoff batter on in the top of this inning, unable to get him around. Maybe the same fate will befall Morton. It's Carey. Slashes it into right field, base hit. Vito, one hop, comes in with the throw. They're holding the runner off at third, so runners on the corners with nobody out. Good decision there, I think, by the third base coach.
Xander, I think, kind of hesitated, thought Vito had a chance at it, but Vito dropped in front of him and had nowhere to go but stay at third. So now Morton threatening with runners on first and third.
Jim Skeim, the batter, he's headed to Illinois Community College, number 21. About 5 players on this team are headed to that junior college. Ball outside.
ICC, Illinois Community College. Play some good ball down there.
Yes, sir, and that's for sure Gilmore may not need a momentary chat out there in the hill. 1-0 the count. Runner going. Sable's going to let him go. No play on this steal. So runners on second and third as Carey gets the easy stolen base.
Call that a free stolen base.
Yeah.
Free one.
Now, more importantly, for Morton, they got runners on second and third. Nobody out. As James Skeim, a .223 hitter at the plate. Sends it down the right field line. Foul. Vito won't get to that one.
It's a haul for anybody. Down the right field and left field line in the foul territory is a great deal of room to roam.
Yes, that's amazing. I looked out there. Jim Skeim batting .223 with 1 homer and 14 RBIs. Chris Murphy, whose average is .411, would be next.
Morton threatening here. Runners on second, third. Bottom half here of the second inning.
Nobody out. 2-1 to count. Todd Gilmore needs a big pitch here or two.
Good off speed. Good place to put it there, though. Now the count full, 3-1.
Not the guy who won a walk, the .223 hitter, Jim Skeim. Looks like he's got some potential power, although the stats don't bear that out. Caught the corner. Big pitch there. 3-2. He can come back and get this guy. Boy, a strikeout here is really undoubtedly what he wants.
Right side of the infield, playing in on the grass. Eric Griffin probably 2 steps in on the grass, trying to keep everything in front of him.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Struck him out off speed. Beautiful pitching there by Gilmore. Came back from that 3-1 count to get him. Huge strikeout. 1 down. Clyde Beard's going to come out and chat with him anyway.
Skeim was a little off balance on that pitch. You could see that. He kind of was just lunging at it. Todd, one of them kind of pitchers, though. He's going to throw a lot of pitches to get you. He's went 3-2, 3-2, 3-2 in the count, maybe 2 or 3 times already in the game.
Chris Murphy, the catcher, batting .411 with .411. That's right, with 20 RBIs, no homers.
Batting 8th. That's the coincidence.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
John O'Reilly batting .374 follows him. I thought somebody mentioned that these guys were from a combined team.
Yeah.
So that might have something to do with it.
They have Morton High School, Peoria Limestone High School, and another one, I think one of the Catholic schools down there.
Spalding, maybe.
Yes, that's what it was. They're all involved in it, in this team here. They used to be, I guess they were saying the Tazewell. There used to be 2 teams in the Tazewell County area down there.
For Legion ball?
Yeah, and it was this team, as the Morton team, was known as the Tazewell Blues. They had the Tazewell Reds and the Tazewell Blues in this team, but they finally formed Morton, and they got some good ball down in the Peoria area. You've got Tazewell County, a perennial state powerhouse. Pekin, another good team out of that area, and then they got the Peoria team, and then they've got the Morton team. So there's 4 teams within, like kind of here like the Quad Cities. They have the Rock Island Legion, the East Moline Legion, the Milan Legion. That's what they have down there. But their area's a little bigger to choose from.
Chris Murphy at the plate with that 0-1 count. Runners on second and third and 1 out. The catcher, Chris Murphy, calls time. The catcher who is batting, that is. Bowling infield. Dave Sable behind the plate. Eric Griffin at first. Tom Wallert at second. Jesse Smith at short. And Aaron Wilson at third. That's Big Todd Gilmore on the mound. The left-hander delivers. Popped it up. Sable has a shot at it. Hustling. Out of play. Gilmore thought he had a shot at it
Yeah,
anyway.
I think
first.
Dave was a little surprised. Couldn't find out where the ball was. And he kind of was looking. And then he finally made a break to the ball. But by the time then, ball was already on the ground. Gilmore ahead in the count now. No balls, 2 strikes. Todd looks a whole different than he did on Wednesday. Todd finding the plate a little more.
Yes. Showing some poise, too. 0-2 the count here. 1 out. Boy, a strikeout here would be
a big
huge.
out for Moline right here.
But he'll take an infield pop-up also.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, if you're Morton, you're trying to hit it to the right side to bring a runner home. Of course, Moline with the right side of that infield, Eric Griffin and Tom Wallert in on the grass.
Yep. Crowd
Chris
still
Murphy.
filing in.
Kind of a quiet crowd here right now. Boy, some of the fans from Morton getting on the Moline pitcher and catcher. They had a little trouble with the signals. Of course, they might have changed the signals a little with runner on second. And that happens at all levels. You see the catcher trot out there with problems.
That could be from the bench, too. I'm not exactly sure. I think Dave Sable calling a lot of the pitches, but Coach Clyde Beard.
Here's the pitch.
And
line into right field. Vito giving chase, circling under. Can't get to it. It's going to be at least a
And
double,
two's
maybe
gonna
3. 2 runs will score. Vito unable to get to it. And it's going to be a
Murphy holds up
stand-up
at second.
double as Murphy wisely, not a man of great speed, holds up, but he got the job done with that ball hit down the right field line. Vito got to it just in time to only able to get it on the first bounce. Tried to make the diving, sliding catch, unable to come up with it. No air there, I don't believe anyway.
Jim had to go a long way to his left and try to make that catch.
That's right, he had to go about 20 yards just to come up with that ball. Tried to make this running, sliding catch, unable to do so, and it's 2-0 Morton with another runner on second. So 1 out, runner on, 2 in for Morton. Chris Murphy with that big double down the right field line.
That was a dangerous hitter, Murphy. Hitting, like I said, he's hitting .411.
Murphy's Law coming into play there on Moline.
Oh, yeah.
Two runners on there. As Gilmore,
Good
off-speed
pitch.
stuff there, 1-1. Well, Clyde Beard, I asked him if he was surprised that his team was able to come back so well to come out of the losers bracket to get to this championship. Of course, Moline's going to have to win 2 to win this title. He said, no, we've been a scrappy team all year. We've made some mistakes in the field, but we generally have come back. And that's what they've done. They're going to have to come back again today to force a second championship game. Morton coming in here with no losses into this championship round.
Moline, though, I've known a lot of these guys and played with them, and I've went to school with them, and they're, like you said, they're scrappy, and all them kids out here are scrappy kind of kids, you know? And that's, I guess you can say that's a tribute to all of them.
Big thing here for Gilmore with a 2-2 count is to get out of this without any further damage. 2-0 is not that large a lead, obviously, especially in a 9-inning game. They play 7 innings the regular season, but 9 innings here in the tournament.
Comes down to pitching, folks. 9-inning games, that's long for Todd Gilmore. That's a lot of pitching.
Here's the pitch from the left-hander.
Off-speed,
Nice
just
pitch, but it's a ball. Boy, it was inside, but I took a little something off that one. 3-2 the count. 1 out. I don't think the runner will be going here since he's on second already. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Struck him out. Another little bit off speed stuff from Todd Gilmore, and John O'Reilly takes a seat.
Center fielder number 1, Jay Brewer.
Good off-speed pitch on the part of Gilmore.
Very good. Jay Brewer, the fleet-footed Jay Brewer, grounded to second. Hustled down that line, though. Really made Tom Waller have to concentrate and work on that play. his first time up. 2 down. Moline trailing 2-0. On second base is Chris Murphy, but Todd Gilmore, Moline left-hander, would be very happy to get out of this without any further damage, and he's got a shot at it now after that strikeout of O'Reilly. Here's the pitch. Pop.
That's going to bloop in for a single.
Yeah, I think it is. Bloop short, right over the second baseman's head, giving chase, and the runner will
Murphy will score.
2 outs. He was running, able to run immediately. Boy, just a bloop single just beyond the out, just right where the second baseman, center fielder, and right fielder were converging. None of them able to get really very close to that one.
It looked like Delinsky just kind of stuck his bat out there, and the ball popped up, and Wallert made an attempt at it. Center fielder Justin Eels made a good attempt at it, coming in a long ways, but dropped in between all 3 of them. That's the way the ball works sometime, you know.
Chris Murphy scores. 3-0 Morton. 2 down. Now Brewer starts. Foul ball fouled off.
No, Brewer's going to try.
I think he'll be trying every
he
pitch
will be
here.
trying to steal on Dave Sable. Gilmore, I think, has got to hold him a little closer at first, because Brewer is getting a very big lead at first. Maybe
Todd,
just make a couple moves over there.
May need to, yes, even a couple soft tosses.
Yeah.
Gilmore, and that's what he's going to do this time. Throws to first. That's Jay Brewer at first, batting .379 with 14 stolen bases. Those 14 steals lead the Morton squad.
Big lead, though. She's still getting a big lead.
Yeah, as Griffin throws it back to Gilmore. Griffin, the Moline first baseman. Gilmore gets set and delivers
Low.
over the plate, but low to Nicholas Delinsky, shortstop. We've seen some good fielding shortstops so far in this tournament. That McNichols for Barrington, especially
yes, very
impressive.
solid.
Pitch in the dirt.
Oh,
Sable comes
that's-
out with the runner is gone. Boy, good alert baseball there as Brewer's safely in there. That will be, oh, they'll call it a wild pitch or a pass ball. It's not a stolen base because he waited to go until the ball bounced in front of the catcher. Able to block it with Sable, but ball went about 3 or 4 feet out in front of him to the left side, and very good baseball instincts. Jay
Saw the
Brewer
speed
took
of
off.
Brewer there. Ball just trickled away from Sable for just a split instance, and Brewer was in there. I mean, safe, good speed getting down there to second.
Grounder, tough play for Smith with the runner in front of him.
Got him. at
Hauls
first.
it over to
Good
first
play
in
by Justin
time.
Smith, the Moline shortstop.
I wouldn't use the rest of the uniform. Now you put your balls and strikes up.
We're at the end of 2 complete innings of play. Moline trailing Morton 3-0.
Now you put your ball.
Welcome back as Justin Niels steps up to the plate for Moline. Ball 1 low. Justin Niels, the batter here, center fielder for Moline. There's a strike, 1-1 the count. One and one the count. Ball blooped into right field, but the right fielder is right there. He was playing in for it. Kendall Zander takes it in for out number 1. Popping to right field, Justin Niels.
Number 12, right fielder Jim Vito.
Jim Vito now batting, singled in the first inning. Had a tough play there. Tried to make the sliding catch in right field, unable to come up with a 2-run double was the result for Morton. Morton now leading 3-0. That big double there, probably the key play of the game thus far by Chris Murphy. There's ball sent down the left field line,
Dropping.
blooped in, it's dropping, but it's going to be
Wow.
foul. So 1-1, I believe, the count on Vito as Dexter returns to run the scoreboard. Rather than mess it up, Dexter, I waited till you re-arrived. You showed tremendous 40-yard dash speed there.
What's the count?
1-1, I believe,
Dex, Moline,
with 1 out. 1 out is
Moline high
Justin
school
Eaves.
basketball player, pest. Pest in their side, a thorn in their side. Dex's record, he says he can't even tell you because he's beat so many of them throughout his career.
Swing and a miss, Vito. Went searching a little on that pitch outside. 1-2 the count on Jim Vito.
Jim yesterday struggled going, was it 1 for 5 with
Grounds it to the
3
third
strikeouts.
baseman. Nice play by the third baseman, up and throwing
Jim
in.
Stein